guys, how are you this morning? So I'm super excited to be talking to you guys today. Y'all probably haven't seen me this week. I've been a little getting prepared for Houston, doing schoolwork, things of that nature. So that's the reason why you haven't seen me. So that's why I'm doing this live today. This is just a typical video. It's not like our typical lives that we do. But as you can see on the title, it says herpes versus herpes, mental herpes. Now, this is the thing. Today, if anybody do not know, it is Mental Health Day. And as we know, as Mental Health Day, most people do not consider STIs during Mental Health Day. They consider schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, panic attacks. They're thinking about bipolar disorder, all of these things. So they're thinking about all of these things, and we are not considered as individuals who deal with mental disorders. Hey, sweetie, so I want to say that's not true. Okay, that's not true at all, because at the end of the day, we got herpes, which is named as an STI, STD, and then we got mental herpes, which causes us the psychological distress that we experience, which is depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, or depression, anxiety, panic attack, and other things that some people may be dealing with that may cause other manic states at the given moment that they may already been dealing with. So I really want us to understand that we're not being considered in mental health. I really want us to understand the reason why it seems like they don't care is because they considered our mental health, but they have not considered our mental health. So, for example, what I mean. So, if you have, all of us have been to the doctor or whatever, when we got our diagnosis, they're like, well, I wanted to test you for this because this is what I didn't want you to experience. I didn't want you to deal with the psychological distress that comes with it. Okay, you want to prevent me from being tested, which on the STD side, to prevent from spreading STDs or the numbers rising. As y'all know, y'all had just seen that the numbers are still rising for gonorrhea, chlamydia at this given moment, and I'm sure it's rising for herpes too, but they're not reporting it. It's not a reportable STD, but it's rates continue to rise. They are rising because the test results people are not getting tested, number one, or I won't even say that. People are not being properly tested. Okay, because many people think they're going in to get tested just for us. We thought we were going in to get tested. I love you too. I thought we were getting tested, and we didn't. We wasn't getting properly tested. I want to tell y'all now that every community that you go in do not test the same. I mean, they do not test the same at all. So I learned this just of information I learned in the field, and also even calling a clinic. I called a clinic, or I looking at the list of the clinic, and one said, oh, we test for gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, and trichomania. Okay, I said, okay, you don't HIV. I say, oh, so you don't touch for herpes? Oh no, we do not. I said, that doesn't make any sense. And she's like, oh no, man, we just don't test for that. So I looked at another place, they tested for everything. And then I looked at another place, and they only tested for HIV, gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis. So I'm looking like, okay, why is that? After talking to some medical professionals, I learned that they only test for certain things in their areas because of that's what they see on the norm in their area. So they know, Atlanta, for example, they know, number one, every time you go to the hospital, they test you for HIV if you want to know or not. They do. Okay, because of where we are, where we're located. I think Atlanta is number one for new HIV cases now. Okay, so with that being said, they always know, make sure you test them, because we in Atlanta. Just because we in Georgia, you need to test them. And if you go to certain areas like Fulton County, for sure, gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, they know for a fact they're going to test you for those things because that area is high for that. I think Fulton County is number 4 or 5 for gonorrhea, chlamydia. It's crazy. Woo! It's crazy, y'all. Woo! I used to live in Fulton. It's crazy. Okay? So, with that being said, we got to understand that we're not getting properly tested. Many people are not being properly tested. And then second, a lot of people are just scared to properly get tested. Or they're assuming just because I don't see anything, I don't have anything, so what's the need to get tested? And then on the other flip side is just people are not going back and telling people their diagnosis because they're be happy with them or, hurt them or anything like that. Okay. So we got that side of the fence of an STD, and then we got the flip side where they're aware that it can cause psychological distress, but honestly, that's not their concern really. It's their concern because they don't want to have to deal with, you're in there crying and you're looking for some sympathy or some proper bedside manner, and they don't want to really give it. Now you got some lucky doctors and nurses who will give you that time, but literally most doctors' offices are on tight time frames, and half of the time they're behind, and the doctor ain't in the office, and all this other stuff that be going on in the office. And if you work in the medical field, you know what I'm talking about. That stuff just don't ever go as planned in the office. But at the end of the day, they tend to not have the time that they want to offer you, and you believe that they should give you at least 5 to 10 minutes of their time of some type of comfort, but they tend to not do that. Okay, so really the biggest thing is they're treating us and not diagnosing us, but then they're not treating us and diagnosing us for the mental herpes, which I believe is the biggest problem. Yeah, our diagnosis is bad. Yeah, dealing with the outbreaks are bad. Yes, the testing is bad. Yes, the lack of new treatment is bad. Lack of new research is bad. But a lot of us, where we are today, is because of mental herpes. Literally, I'm calling it mental herpes. That's what it is. Mental herpes, because it literally takes over your brain. It takes over your mind. You can't think. You can't feel. You can't function. You literally get to a place of stuck. And all of y'all know what I'm talking about. You get to a place of stuck that you can't get out of. It gets you to a place that you're like, I just quit on life. I'm done. I'm over it. I quit everything. I don't have ladies quit jobs. I don't have people literally give up their kids at a time. I don't have ladies go to mental hospitals. I don't have people literally commit suicide. I know people who attempted to commit suicide multiple times. When I tell you mental herpes is real, it is very real. It saddens me that I literally had somebody I talked to yesterday, and I'm concerned about her mental health, because at the end of the day, for many of us, especially as women, we're easily prone to shame. We're easily prone to depression. We're easily prone to get these things. And you may think why is women mentally, easily prone to get depression or deal with guilt or deal with shame? Number one, we're a little bit way more aware of our emotions or how other people feel or may feel about us, because we just got a sense. And on top of that, we are in a world that women are very much scrutinized for everything they do, how they look, how they speak, how they are. And that comes just from history of how women were viewed and what women roles was supposed to quote unquote be. So we're still living out that stigma of how a woman should how a woman should conduct herself on a day-to-day basis, or what her role is, that she shouldn't speak it. She shouldn't wear, quote unquote, some people say women shouldn't wear pants, she only wear skirts, or that women should not they should be seen, not heard, and women, if she having sex with more than 2 dudes, she promiscuous, like she just a hoe, and she a thought, and she just getting it in, and she nasty and disgusting, she mess around and get an STD because she nasty, she shouldn't been out there, she should wait until she married, but the dudes can do whatever they want to do. It's stupid. Like, literally, it's stupid, and women are literally being scrutinized and easily deal with trying to fit into this mold on a day-to-day basis. Even if the woman got it all together, she's constantly still trying to fit into a mold. She's constantly trying to be accepted. She's constantly trying to feel validation, where she is, where she's going, and it makes it very hard for women. And I'm not saying that men don't deal with it, because men do, but based off research, because I just literally did a project on there, is that women deal with shame, or more shame prone and more depression prone. And I only think that just because women are being researched on, because I feel like men deal with it 10 times more than us, but they just choose not to say anything. They're not bringing it up. They're not wanting to quote unquote participate in some of the research that may be necessary for us to get that type of research. So I'm not going to say that doesn't happen to men, but I'm going to go based off research. Is that they're saying that women are more prone. So with that being said, guys, what are we going to do about our mental health? Like, literally, this is a real conversation piece. What are we going to do about our mental health? Because right now, Literally, right now, a lot of us are scared to go to therapy, okay? Or have been to therapy and did not receive the support that you desire. Now, I have many people. I'm in a black therapist group, okay? It's thousands of us in there. And I brought up the fact that many of us, living with herpes, are terrified to go to therapy because we're worried about what people are going to say. And hey, sweetie, we're worried about what they're going to say. We don't want to be judged. And just the stigma in itself. And then a lot of us just are like, I think I can deal with that. I think I can handle it. And I want to tell you something, like, guys, it's nothing wrong with going to therapy. Come on. It's nothing wrong. And I'm telling y'all, I'm preaching to y'all on this mental health day. It's nothing wrong with going to therapy. I don't care what your race is, because my page ain't just for African Americans. I want to tell you, I don't care what your culture is. I don't care what your religion is. I want you to know that therapy is vital, because many of us are in places that we can't get out on our own. You try. It's not working. Like, it's just not working. If you're at a place where, and a lot of y'all don't even realize that y'all are dealing with mental illnesses. Like, people don't realize that depression is a mental illness. It's not just, oh, I'm depressed. Because people literally, I'm not saying this in a downplaying way. We throw around depression like it's okay. Like, literally, people, I'm depressed. And I'm not talking about us, but I'm just saying, I hear it a lot. I'm so depressed. I'm so this. You got to understand that you're declaring that you're dealing with a mental illness and that you need some treatment. Being depressed doesn't mean you do nothing, okay? Being depressed doesn't mean that you sit and just wait one day that it get better. That's not it. Mental illness requires treatment. If that's therapy or that's simply medication, you need something. Like, literally. And I think sometimes we think, well, I deal with depression. I don't have to do anything. Yeah, you do. You need to do something. Now, I'm not saying that it's required for everybody, because some people are able to pull themselves out of it because of the support system they have, the resources they use. They added, they did coping skills and things like that. They were able to identify where they were. They were able to cut out what was causing their depression and things like that. But that ain't everybody's situation. Okay, that's not everybody's situation. I'm going to be completely honest. That is not majority of nobody's situation. So with that being said, guys, that means if you're dealing with depression, anxiety, panic, some type of treatment is required. You need to get some type of treatment. Okay, some type of treatment is required. And I know you're like, but Lisa, I don't want to take no medicine. I'm already taking medicine. Do you care more about your mental health or do you care about taking some medicine? Because a lot of us are so worried about what everybody gonna think. Nobody know you taking no medicine. Nobody knows you going to therapy. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You act like you gotta put it on a pedestal. Hey girl, I'm going to therapy. Hey bro, I'm taking this medicine to make sure I can think right. Nobody know it. So why are we so worried about that we cause ourselves to stay longer in a mental funk or in a mental state? Because we're worrying about what other people say. Sadly to say, a lot of us stay where we are because of that. Not because you don't want to get out. It's because you're worrying about everybody else. Nobody knows what you're going through. I'm going to tell you that now. Nobody knows that you can't sleep at night. Nobody knows that you're having panic attacks at your job. Nobody knows that you're going in the bathroom and literally crying your eyes out. Nobody knows that you haven't slept for months. Nobody knows that you have not ate. Nobody knows that. Now, people are starting to notice it because they're like, oh, man, you're getting skinny. Or you got bags under your eyes. You look really sleepy. But you know what you do? You're like, oh, I'm good, man. I just been busy. Just got a lot going on. So you kind of push it off and act like it's nothing going on. Because number one, you don't want nobody judging you. But my whole thing is, it ain't about judging. It's about you getting what you need. And right there, today, I really want us to get it. Stop worrying about everybody else and worry about yourself. We worry about what everybody else doing and what everybody else is thinking, and you are falling apart. Who got a job, got school, got kids, and got a spouse, or single, have children in school, or working two jobs and got a kid. I'm telling y'all, it will drive you bananas doing this stuff. And you're not thinking about your mental health. You're like, well, at least I'm doing what I got to do. You're right, but you're not doing fully what you need to do for your mental health. What are you going to do to make sure your mental health straight? I'm talking to myself too, because I got to tell myself to go to sleep. I gotta tell myself, don't worry about it. I gotta tell myself, God, you got it. I ain't stressing. I'm not gonna let this get me. I had to call my friends and they had to like literally pull me out of it because I was like, y'all, I'm losing it. I had a whole crying spell yesterday. I was crying. I had to have my friends speaking to me. I was in there boohooing. But I needed to hear that and I had to release that. And a lot of us are not releasing our feelings. We're bottling them up. And as you bottle them up, they cause you to be hopeless. Depression is a sign of hopelessness. It's a sign of unexplained sadness. Unexplained, God. Unexplained sadness. Hopelessness, feeling like nothing's gonna change. Is it easy to get past? Absolutely not. It's not. But that's, you gotta get some type of treatment. Now, for my individual who's like, believe, I don't know how I feel about that therapy thing. Okay, cool. Who you gonna talk to though? Who you gonna talk to? Because you talking to yourself ain't getting you nowhere. Like, it's getting nowhere. Who are you going to talk to? Who are you going to go to who respects your thoughts, respects your feelings, and not trying to tell you what to do? Literally. Because literally, therapy they ain't going to tell you what to do. They're going to lead you into you making your own decisions. Which is kind of difficult for some of us because we feel like we don't make good decisions. But when you go to therapy, they don't tell you what to do. They don't tell you how to feel. They literally just go back and tell you what you feel. They're like, oh, you said you feel this way. And oh, you said you feel that way. Okay? If you've never been in therapy before. But I'm going to tell y'all, you need to figure out who you're going to talk to. Who's going to support you? Who's going to support you? Are you going to let up the stigma pertaining to what you think is right and what you think is wrong? Are you going to give that up? Or are you going to continue to hold on to this, I got it, or I can handle it, or I'm strong enough? You ain't strong enough. I'm gonna bust your bubble for you. You're not strong enough to deal with that by yourself. And I know a lot of you believe it. Well, I've been doing it this far. You really haven't. You have been really doing a bad job. As much as you think you okay, if you okay, then why you still sad? If you okay, why you not getting no sleep? If you okay, then why you not eating? If you okay, then why are you isolating yourself and not going out, not doing anything? If you okay, this is what you said. If you okay, why you not functioning day to day? Why you not functioning at 100% today if you okay? Because you ain't okay. You heard me, you ain't okay. You're not. And I really want us to all get to a place to say, if you're in this place, to say, I'm not okay. But then if you're going to say it, what are you going to do? Because a lot of us are saying it and telling people that we're not okay, but we're not doing anything. You can't expect anybody to do it for you. And I had to get on the next step. You got to say it, and now you got to choose to do something. But you can't expect nobody to do it for you. A lot of us want people to take the emotions away and take the feelings away. Well, if he apologizes, I'll be good. If he comes back, I'll be good. If my mama loved me more, I'll be good. Look, you can't depend on nobody to do it for you. It's no ifs, ands, it's no guarantee that they would do that. It's just no guarantee in it, y'all. And since there's no guarantee in it, that means you got to depend on what you need to do to better yourself and just accept, look, I can't worry about what everybody gonna do. Like I said earlier, start worrying about everybody else and do what you can do. A lot of us are banking on people to coming back telling us sorry, especially if you're dealing with herpes. A lot of us believe that, man, my gifter need to tell me sorry. Your gifter ain't got to do nothing. I'm gonna tell you that now. And I know y'all may be like, well, Belize, ain't no well Belize nothing. They ain't got to do nothing. They ain't got to do a dang thing. And if you banking on that, you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting. And if they even tell you something, it ain't going to change the fact that you got herpes. It ain't going to take it away. Now, it will up the pain, but it's still not going to take it away. It's not. Even for my individuals, like, if I knew who did it, if I knew who gave it to me, I'll feel a bit better. You probably won't. It'll make you 10 times more madder because you like, that son of a gun. I'm just being honest. Okay? A lot of us want some closure. Look, you know where the closure come from? The closure come from you. Because even if you're talking to a person, you still don't always get full closure. And I know most people like, well, you know, they tell you to go to the person who you have an aunt with. You absolutely do that. But your closure still don't come with them giving you an answer. Your closure come with you going and acknowledge that they did something to you. Going to acknowledge that you were hurt. It's you acknowledging that it was done. It ain't even really about them. It's just you taking the time to tell that person that they hurt you. To tell that person that they did something to you. Not because that person is expected to give something back. It's not. No, I'm just trying to tell y'all. I was that person who was waiting on a sorry. Waiting on somebody. I just received some sorries in my day now. And those people did stuff to me years ago. Decades ago. People did stuff to me. And I'm just getting a sorry, y'all. If I waited that long, I could not serve y'all. If I waited that long, I could not serve y'all. I'm not lying. I was in a low place. A super, super low place. But I had to make up my mind. I'm going to identify it. I'm going to tell the people I don't like that. And I'm going to put some boundaries up. And I'm like, nope. And I'm going to forgive myself for whatever I felt like I could have changed or done. And I'm going to move on. A lot of us are staying stuck in a situation. And I'm going to speak on it. A lot of us are staying stuck in herpes. And you don't have to stay stuck in herpes. You don't have to stay stuck. You're staying stuck because you don't want to really face it. And I know you're like, well, Belize, I'm trying. Cool. I'm down for the try. But why haven't you released yourself and just let it all the way go? Question. Why haven't you released it all? Why haven't you let it all the way go? And I wanted you to ask yourself, why haven't I let it out? Is it because you're still angry? Is it because you're having outbreaks time after time and you can't figure out what's causing you to keep having these outbreaks? Is it because you still have a bunch of answers? What is it that's keeping you stuck here? Because until you get that answer, that may be what's keeping you so long. And I'm not talking about waiting on somebody to give you a sorry. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally something that can simply be answered. What can be answered right now? If you are still in a place and you do not understand everything about herpes, I need to figure that out. I need to know why. If you are still in a place where you are having a bunch of outbreaks and don't know why, I need to know why. I just want to know why. Because guys, I want y'all to understand that you got an individual here who's willing to help. It's no reason, I'm going to be so honest with y'all, it's no reason for you to be stuck and you have somebody who got unstuck. Y'all are seeing the testimony. Y'all are seeing that it's possible. Y'all are seeing that it's real because I did it. Was it easy to do? Heck no. But I did it. I did it. I'm trying to tell y'all I did it. And I want to encourage y'all to know that you can do it as well. You can absolutely do it as well, guys. It don't have to be like this. It don't have to stay like this. It don't have to. I just want y'all to understand. It don't have to. One second, guys. It don't have to be like this. And it don't have to stay like this. But you have to, number one, release yourself. Number two, understand that it's not the end. And number three, you got to do the work. And I know y'all don't want to hear that today. And I know you're like, well, Belize, I just wanted to go away. It won't just go away, y'all. It just won't go away. I'm sorry, my nose running. It just won't go away. It just won't disappear. It just won't get easier. It just won't. You have to get involved in it. And y'all know I'm here to help y'all get involved. I'm here to kind of, even jumpstart the process. Because some of y'all ain't never told nobody. Literally ain't never told anybody. I have talked to some people. I was the first person they even talked to about the situation. And that's okay. That's the beginning. Let somebody be your first conversation. Let it be somebody you trust, somebody who understands what you're going through. If that's me, cool. If it's your sister, cool. It's your mama, cool. But I need you to go ahead and get started with at least telling one person to move forward. And what if you told that person, I think they helping me or they don't understand? Well, that person wasn't beneficial. You got to talk to somebody who get it. You got to talk to somebody who you feel like they're connecting with you and they're respecting your feelings, your thoughts, and also can answer some questions for you. Move. And answer some questions for you. I'm sorry, y'all. Answer some questions for you. So, guys, I want you guys to do what's necessary. Today is mental health day, and I want you to really consider your mental health today. I really want you to overall look at yourself and say, where am I with my mental health? And if you're not happy with it, it's time to make a game plan. As y'all know, I'm Belize. Help you. I'm here to be your coach as much as I can. And if y'all want to close your mouth, babe. Sorry. You need to. Okay, 1 second, baby. So I really want you guys to just completely understand. Baby, you just sound so congested. I'm sorry, y'all. My baby is congested. But you gotta understand that you gotta make a decision. Hard time. You have to have you have to understand that you gotta do something. So if I'm the person you want to start with, I'm here. Guys, y'all know it's Herpes Awareness week. As y'all know, I call it Herpes Awareness Week. Herpes Awareness Day is on Sunday. And I want to offer y'all a deal. Y'all always know I gotta give y'all a special, especially when something great is happening. Guys, how we can go ahead and start looking up you some therapists. Like, y'all don't understand that I'm not just here for herpes though. I'm here if you need me to help you to move past something. Let's get some game plans. Let's get on the computer and say, you get on your computer, I get on my computer, and let me find you a therapist. Let me find you somebody in your area that is beneficial for you to get you started, because a lot of us just don't have anybody to work with us in the process, and some of us just need somebody to work with us in the process. So I challenge you today, if that is you, if you're in a place like Belize, I just need you to help me kind of get all my thoughts out. Belize, I need you to help me to kind of get all my answers out. I need you to just help me, just start moving forward. Then this is your opportunity, guys. Just for $30, you will get 45 minutes on the phone or a video chat. Doing that video chat, all international must do internet video chat. But anybody else can do video chat as well. And I've been doing video chats all week, which I absolutely love. But at the end of the day, guys, you have the opportunity to take advantage of it. And I challenge you to take advantage of it. That deal is until Sunday, guys. The good thing is you have the opportunity to book it and then book it as far as you want. So I don't want you to think like, oh, Belize, I have to do it this week. No. You don't have to. You can do it all the way into December if you need to, if you need to push it back because of schedules or anything like that. So take advantage of that. That information will be below for you guys, or you can go to community section and I have it there, but I'm going to make sure to put it here after so you guys can take advantage of that. Yeah, a lot of us, our problem started before herpes. I did that yesterday with my ex-boyfriend. Wanted him to say sorry and tell me he done it. Shake my head. Yep, he ain't gonna do it. You can't expect him to do that. That's not gonna change how you feeling. Hello, thank you so much. You're so inspirational. Thank you. Part of the reason is a non-disclosure as well. Thank you for the channel. You're welcome. Just sorry, y'all. I was going back up. But yeah, a lot of our problems were prior to herpes, and herpes just kind of made us feel like, man, it's something I could have prevented. And my whole thing is yes and no. A lot of us understand we could have prevented having sex, but even if you still chose to have sex, if you didn't have the education, you were still at 100% risk of getting herpes or any other STD, because a lot of us are just still not fully educated. All we know is condoms and condoms testing disclosure. And that's pretty much it. That's all we know. But we don't understand proper testing. You have to have accurate testing. You also have to make sure that your partner is giving you a real disclosure. And then you also have to just be honest with yourself.
Call.
1 second,
y'all. Press the Uconnect button to answer.
Somebody's calling. Oh, no. Okay, that's Crystal. Sorry, y'all. I'm probably still in. To work with, I can't be help you. Those people who are telling you that do not want to help you. Yeah, you're right. He sent me a fake paperwork with no name. Girl, see, you gotta leave that alone. Y'all, come on, y'all. Let's do this. Like, y'all get on set to know that somebody I loved gave me fake paperwork to own up to what they did. And my thing is, the chances are he was just scared to tell you. But my whole thing is, I prefer you to be upfront. I challenge each and every one of y'all from this day forward, be truthful. Stop lying. Like, literally, we got to get out of this lying state. Y'all lying to yourselves and lying to other people is hurting people and hurting yourself. Yeah, the truth set you free, and the truth is sometimes going to get you some consequences. But lies also going to get more consequences because you're going to keep on with the lies. Like, I'm telling y'all, I used to be a liar and try to cover stuff up too. Look, I'm telling y'all, it ain't get you nowhere. You get in a whole lot of trouble. You get in a whole lot of trouble. People got to stop lying. And half of us are lying because we just scared to see what people going to say. We got to stop being scatterfolks and just get on down here, do what's right, do what's true, do what's good in your heart, because I'm telling y'all, it's hard to live with guilt. It's hard to live with guilt and shame, y'all. That thing is hard to live with. And I don't want us to have to deal with that. The way to not deal with that is being truthful and stop running from the hard stuff. We are running from the things that are hard to do. If you don't want to do it, don't get involved. Some people don't want to hear truth. Okay, you're right. It ain't about what other people want to hear. It's about you. It's not about other people. It's about you and what you need and how you need to get through. Your truth is setting you free so you can sleep. Don't you want to sleep? I said my ex-boyfriend told me to trust him and told me he got tested. He said, you can only use condoms on girls you don't care about. He was my first and then gave it to me. Jesus Christ. Well, who knows if he knew, baby? I'm not. Who knows if he knew? But that's a whole story and a whole day. But y'all know, I love y'all. And I can go on and on, but I don't want this live to be long. I can go on and on, but y'all know where I am. Y'all know where to find me. If you need a session, guys, you know where to do it. Like I said, I have the special right now, 45 minutes for $30. Or if you need to do an hour session, it's $45. So y'all know it's not too far off. For an hour, if you need to do the hour session, it's www.overcomethestigma.com. If you want to do the other one, guys, I have to give that to you. I have to give you the link to that, or you can go to that little community section on YouTube, and you can see it, like all the feed, but I'll put it on here and y'all jump on there, get the deals, guys. And I want to talk to y'all this week. I really do. I love you too, sweetie. I really want to talk to y'all because I know how hard it is. I've been there, y'all, in so many ways, and I want to help y'all. So let me help y'all, and we'll see each other soon. I love you guys. Herpes Awareness Week, and we're gonna get through this. Okay, bye.